Have you ever felt that sudden, sharp spike of adrenaline when someone insults you? That burning heat rising in your chest when a colleague makes a passive-aggressive comment or a friend throws a disguised jab at your character? In that split second, your brain screams at you to defend, to justify, to explode. But what if the most powerful thing you could do was absolutely nothing? Welcome back to INVICTUS X. Today, we are not just talking about ignoring haters, we are deconstructing the ancient art of psychological Aikido. We are going to hand you a weapon that Marcus Aurelius and Seneca used to rule empires and navigate treachery. A weapon so subtle that your attacker won't even realize they've lost until you've walked away smiling. Before we arm you with the technique, we have to dismantle the threat. Why do words hurt? They hurt because we unknowingly give them permission to land. We treat an insult like an arrow that has physically pierced our skin. But the Stoics realized a profound truth. The arrow is an illusion. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When someone attacks you, whether it's a troll in the comments section or a micromanaging boss, they are rarely attacking you. They are projecting themselves. A verbal attack is almost always a confession. It reveals one of three hidden demons within the attacker. Insecurity, they feel small, so they try to shrink you to their size. Envy, your discipline, success, or peace, highlights what they lack. Or the need for control. They are drowning in their own chaos and try to provoke you to prove they still have power over something. Once you see the attack for what it is, psychological data rather than a personal indictment, you stop being the target. You become the observer. The dynamic shifts. You are no longer a victim waiting to be hit. You are a scientist observing a volatile reaction. Let's pause here and add a layer of modern reality to this ancient wisdom. Why is this so hard? Biologically, when you are insulted, your amygdala, the lizard brain, hijacks your system. It perceives a threat to your ego as a threat to your life. It triggers fight or flight. The Stoic practice is essentially a manual override of this biological glitch. It is the conscious decision to engage your prefrontal cortex, the logical, rational part of your brain, before your emotions take the wheel. This isn't just philosophy, it's cognitive mastery. Now, let's break down the Stoic three-step method: reflect, deflect, and reframe. Step 1. Reflect. The art of the mirror. The first step is a paradox. To move, you must stand still. When the insult lands, your instinct is to launch a counterattack. You want to correct the record. Don't. Instead, become a wall of calm. Become a cold mirror. Silence is not passivity, it is a vacuum. When an attacker throws a barb at you, they expect resistance, they expect drama. They are feeding on the anticipation of your anger. When you give them silence, you starve them. The energy they threw at you hits your shield and bounces back, amplifying their own awkwardness. Imagine you are in a meeting. A coworker snaps, "This presentation is a total mess. Did you even try?" The room goes quiet. If you defend yourself, "I worked all night," you sound defensive. If you attack back, "Well, you didn't help," you look petty. But if you look at them, hold eye contact, and say nothing for 3 seconds, you become the center of gravity. You signal that their chaos cannot disturb your order. For the next 7 days, I challenge you to train the pause. When provoked, force yourself to take one deep breath before speaking. That single second is where freedom lives. Step 2. Deflect.
The sword of curiosity. Once you have weathered the initial storm with silence, it is time to engage, not with force, but with curiosity. This is deflection. While the amateur responds with justification, the master responds with a question. You ignore the content of the insult, the lies or rudeness, and focus on the intent behind it. You force the attacker to explain themselves, which usually causes their aggression to crumble under the weight of logic. Here are the Stoic scripts you can use today. The logic trap. An attacker might say, "You're always so lazy or incompetent." You, "I hear what you're saying. Could you give me a specific example so I can understand exactly what needs fixing?" The result, you have moved the conversation from emotion to facts. Usually, they have no facts and they retreat. The emotional spotlight. An attacker might say, "Oh, look who finally showed up. The genius is here." Sarcasm. You, "I sense a lot of intensity in your voice. Is everything okay?" The result, you aren't playing their game. You are asking why they are playing a game at all. This flips the script instantly. Let's look at a concrete example to see how this flows in real life. Meet Sarah. Sarah is a project manager presenting to a difficult client, Mr. Vance, who is known for bullying vendors to lower prices. Midway through her presentation, Vance slams his hand on the table. "This is garbage," he shouts. "You're wasting my time with these amateur projections. I should fire your firm right now." Most people would crumble. They would apologize profusely or get angry. Sarah does neither. She enters the Stoic state. 1. She reflects. She stops clicking through her slides. She stands still. She looks Vance in the eye, not with aggression, but with total neutrality. The silence stretches for 5 uncomfortable seconds. The room holds its breath. 2. Deflect. She speaks. Her voice drops an octave, calm and slow. "Mr. Vance, I can see you're frustrated. Clearly, the data isn't matching your expectations. What specific part of the projection feels amateur to you? I want to make sure we address the root cause." 3. The shift. Vance is thrown off. He expected a fight or a plea for mercy. Instead, he's being asked a consulting question. He stammers, while the timelines are unrealistic. Now Sarah has won. She has turned a personal attack, "You are an amateur," into a logistical problem. The timelines are wrong. She kept her dignity and she kept the client. Step 3. Reframe, the final stroke. The battle isn't over until you close the loop. This is reframing. Reframing is where you take back the narrative. You acknowledge the interaction on your terms, not theirs. You treat the attack as if it were helpful feedback, even if it wasn't intended to be. Attacker. "I just want the work done right." Backpedaling. You. "Understood. I appreciate you clarifying that. I'll keep it in mind moving forward." Notice what happened? You didn't apologize for a mistake you didn't make. You didn't agree with their insult. You simply acknowledged the data and closed the file. The attack is dead. You have refused to grant them consent to hurt you. As Seneca famously said, "No one can harm me without my consent." By reframing, you revoke that consent. Why don't we do this naturally? Because of the ego. The ego wants to be right. The ego wants to have the last word. The ego thinks that if you don't fight back, you are weak. Over-justifying makes you look guilty. Counterattacking shows you are easily controlled. Sarcasm is just you crying in disguise. True strength is the ability to bypass the ego. It is the realization that your peace is more valuable than your pride. The emotional person is predictable. They can be puppeteered by anyone who knows which buttons to push. The calm person is untouchable. They are a fortress. The world is full of small battles. You will face them in traffic,
in the comments section of this video, at the holiday dinner table, and in the boardroom. If you fight every single one of them with fire, you will burn out. You will end up wounded, bitter, and exhausted. The Stoic walks a different path. The Stoic moves through chaos like a general walking through a storm, aware of the rain, but not drowning in it. This week, I want you to try this. Reflect. Embrace the uncomfortable silence. Deflect. Ask the logical question. Reframe. Close the interaction with kindness or neutrality. When you do this, you will feel a shift inside you. You will realize that people cannot shake you unless you let them. You will become solid. You will become invictus. Whatever you do, don't just watch this video and move on. Mastery requires action. If this video gave you a new perspective on handling conflict, do me a favor. Scroll down and write in the comments, "My calm is my weapon." Let that be your mantra for the week. And I want to know, which step is hardest for you? Is it the silence, the questioning, or letting it go? Share your struggle in the comments so we can learn from each other. This is INVICTUS X. We don't just survive the storm, we become the calm that conquers it. Subscribe for more wisdom to armor your mind. I'll see you in the next one.